guys, welcome back to my channel. So today basically I thought it would be a good day to film my skincare routine because I've been getting a lot of requests for it because I don't know, it's easy to think that I have really good skin, and a lot of you guys, I get a lot of comments on how I keep my skin so clear and how I keep it looking so good, and you know, it's easy to think that that's the skin I have because, you know, I've got good lighting and half the time I'm probably wearing makeup and it's just easy to look that way. But I thought today would be a good day to film this video because clearly I do not have perfect skin. I've got breakouts and acne scars and I've got blackheads and things that everyone has, and I guess I just wanted to share a few tips on how I handle these things when I get them and ways that I make them go away. So if you guys want to see my skincare routine, then just go ahead and keep watching. So as far as my skincare routine goes, the first thing I do obviously is wash my face. And as far as like the face washes I just use a normal like Dove beauty bar, and you can use it for your body and your face. And that's just what I found works best for me. I've got really sensitive skin, especially when it comes to things like salicylic acid and stuff that's meant to dry out your skin. For some reason it just really irritates my skin. So I really like it just because it's super gentle and like easy on my skin. And as far as exfoliating goes, which is my first tip for getting rid of acne scars, which is something I get so many questions about on the blog and in the comments and things like that, like how do I get rid of my acne scars, and it's just like exfoliation. And I kind of want to talk about that for like just a little bit because a lot of people kind of think like the more you exfoliate, the more it's going to bring new skin to the surface and the faster it's going to get rid of your acne scars. But I just want to give a few tips because I feel like some people, I mean, I did the same thing. A hard lesson for me to learn was I was always constantly over exfoliating my skin. I was using like a Clarisonic every day with also combined with like an exfoliating cleanser. Like that's just so much exfoliating. Like your skin, after you exfoliate, it needs time to reproduce and recover, or else you're just gonna keep kind of scrubbing away at new skin, which is really gonna irritate your skin. And that's, I think, what led to a lot of my irritation. And yeah, so I really only exfoliate twice a week, I'd say, and I just use, let me actually go get it. 1 second, I'll be right back. I had everything all laid out and ready on my table, but I forgot this one thing. So whenever I exfoliate my face, I used to use a Clarisonic, and I had a very traumatic experience. Well, it wasn't a Clarisonic, it was like a little knockoff one, but the thing, it spinned around, and one day I was just in the shower and I was scrubbing, and then it got to my forehead, and it just somehow, my hair got twirled into it, and it got stuck and ripped out like a whole portion of my hair. And luckily it's grown back a little bit, but like, I had to rip out all my hair. It was terrible. So I actually got sent this in the mail, but I honestly like it better than the Clarisonic because then I don't have to worry about all my hair getting yanked out because that was like a big problem. Yeah, and this is just meant more specifically for exfoliating, where the Clarisonic, I feel like, is just meant to kind of get makeup off. So it's just this little PMD personal microdermabrasion tool, and I really like this. I don't know, I use the medium setting, and as you can see, I don't know, it's just this, it's got this little thing, and it's kind of sandpapery, but not so rough to where it's just gonna like scrape off your skin. But it's really great, and you can literally watch it slosh, like all my dead skin just like slosh off after I use it, which is really gross, but personally, I don't know, I like it. And also this thing has like suction power, so it pulls your skin and like increases the circulation and blood flow to your skin as well. So that's what I use for exfoliating. I'm not going to use it because I already did it this week, so maybe I'll do a separate video or something like that using that, but that's what I use to exfoliate. After I'm done washing my face, as I have just done and exfoliated, I go in always with my witch hazel, and I love this stuff. It's just a really good natural astringent, and I don't know, I really like the way it smells for some strange reason. But I just take a little cotton pad and soak it and just kind of rub that all over my face. It's a really nice astringent too because it doesn't quite like burn. It's not painful or anything. It actually feels quite refreshing, which is something I really like, because when you've got scabs or like an open kind of, I don't like the way that sounds, but like an open sore on your face and you're putting astringent, like it can really burn sometimes. So I like that this is so gentle and it's natural, so always good. So the next thing I use is just this green apple brightening essence, and I really like it. It just kind of helps resurface skin and bring forward, what is it, collagen, like encourage collagen production, something scientific like that. But I just really like how moisturizing it is, surprisingly. It's completely organic, all organic, and I really like that in skincare just because it's it just doesn't irritate my skin as much as things with more chemicals and fragrances and stuff do. So I just wipe that all over my face, same as I do with the witch hazel, and this also smells really good. It smells like green apples. The next thing I do is moisturizer, and one problem I've had with moisturizer, no matter whether it's on my body or on my face, is like I always just like, I hate the feeling of it being super greasy and heavy on my skin. I just like, I cannot stand that feeling. But so I finally found this moisturizer. It's just the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. So it's like a gel rather than a lotion, and so it's super lightweight, yet every time I put it on, like I don't feel heavy, like I don't feel it on my face, and it just feels really nice, and it's not greasy at all. And I've got oily skin, so I really don't want to add any more grease than I know I'll already get throughout the day, if that makes sense. If I ever feel like I need any extra moisturization or my face is just feeling dry throughout the day, I just go in with my Badescu Rosewater spray. I also really like the cucumber one, but I just recently ran out of that. But I like to use the cucumber one a lot in the summer because it's also got aloe vera in it, and I'm usually sunburned or I'm spending a lot of time in the sun, and that really helps with the irritation from that. But right now I just have the Rosewater one. I also use it to get my beauty blender wet whenever I'm doing my makeup, so that's what I use this for. I'll just do a couple sprays. It smells so good. Okay, so after I've done my moisturizing and my facial spray and all that, last but not least, I deal with all of these lovely things. All these are mostly just scabs right now because I've previously popped them. I'm a huge pimple popper. I love to pick at my face. It's like a stress habit. I can't help it. But yeah, that's what I leave. And what I do to deal with them after the fact that I've popped them is I really like to put Neosporin, because a common misconception I feel like with pimples and the kind of scabs that you get left after them is like you want to dry them out and try to get rid of them as fast as you can and just make them go away. But the fastest way to actually get them go away, contrary to what a lot of people think, is not drying them out, but moisturizing them and keeping them wet. That sounds really gross, but like moisturized. And the way I do that is just with Neosporin, because I don't know, it just makes sense to me. Like one day I was like, well, they're scabs, and I put Neosporin on the scabs on my body, so why not try it on my face? And I did, and I've never gone back. They almost heal like overnight. All I do is just take a little bit on my finger, and if they're really bad, kind of like how these ones are, I'm using the viewfinder as a mirror, so I'll do it like this, and then also put some on a band-aid and just strap a little band-aid over top of them, and just sleep on that overnight. And by the next day, all the redness and like so much of the dry skin and everything is all healed up, and it works really well. So that's just a little tip I have for trying to heal this kind of irritation overnight. But if you're in more of a time crunch and I don't know, you have an event, you're going to prom, you've got a big breakout, I totally get it. The same thing happened to me. A really good tip I have for that is actually using Visine, and make sure that it's the redness relief one. The way that this works is that it, in your eyes, it reduces the redness in your like blood vessels and things like that, and you've also got blood vessels in your skin and where your pimples are. So you just pop a little bit of this on, I'd say about 30 minutes before you're gonna apply your makeup or whatever it is you're doing. If you're not wearing makeup, I don't know, apply it and you'll see like a really dramatic difference in the irritation, just the redness overall. It'll take that down quite a bit. The last thing I have to talk about pimple wise is my all-time favorite, like holy grail, ride or die product, and it is the Badescu drying lotion, and this is like seriously my miracle product. I love it so much, and I've been using it since like the first time I ever got a pimple. It's just like always been in my life. I don't even remember the first time I bought it. It's just like I've just always had it. My mom used it before like I even worried about makeup and pimples and breakouts and all that stuff, but she introduced me to it, and yeah, I just love that stuff. You put it on with like a little Q-tip. In fact, I'll just go ahead and put some on right now because I need to anyways. Yeah, so you just take a little Q-tip and dip it in, and you'll get some on the tip there, and you just put it on any active pimples you have. Like I said, you don't want to dry out the scabs that you have, only active like pimples. So I'm just gonna put it on those two. The rest on my face are already taken care of, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's my last product, and that is my skincare routine. Not much to it, but I think that's good. I think when you're using too many products and trying too many new things, it can kind of irritate your skin, unless you've got really good and tough skin, but I personally do not have that, so I've got really sensitive skin. So this is just what I found works for me, and that's what keeps my skin the way it is. Yeah. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you feel like I didn't answer any questions that you guys still had, then just ask them again in the comments down below, and I'll definitely answer them. And any other questions you have regarding skincare, I'd be happy to answer. And yeah, just hope it was helpful. So if you liked this video, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.